Welcome to the Advertising Forum. This is episode 2 of our transparency series sponsored by DoubleVerify. We're very pleased to have with us Jeannie Olliver, the SVP of Revenue Operations at Business Insider.
Jeannie, we're excited to have you with us today. We're going to discuss how trust and transparency can play a role in helping publishers and content creators increase their revenue while contributing to a healthier digital advertising industry. Are you ready to hop right in?
I am. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
We are excited to have you here as well.
We're so excited, Jeannie. So as you know, as we talked about earlier, I personally am a big fan of BI and your content. But with that said, how do you think trust and transparency can actually help publishers and content creators drive additional revenue while building a better ecosystem?
Yeah, that's a great question. Trust and transparency, they're pretty critical to everything we do here at Business Insider. Really, really important for our audience and advertisers. There's so much misinformation across the internet over, the last 10 years or so. And so it's really more important than ever before to be a credible and trusted source of information and news. And Business Insider stands for one of those trusted news sites that stands out. Our audience relationship is pretty key to our growth. And earlier this year, you might be aware that we started a path that saw us rebrand to Business Insider. And we refocused our journalism on our core strengths in business, technology, and innovation. And that's really been paying off for our audience and for our advertisers, too. Our audience of digital go-getters are tech savvy, they're enthusiastic, and what's most unique and interesting is our readership falls evenly across the political spectrum. So trust and transparency, that's really important, with audience, but really important with advertisers as well. And we're landing some of the biggest ad deals in our history. And we do need greater transparency with brands and understands what's really important to them and how they are measuring us. So we want more of this transparency, and we want to know what measurement tools they're using, how they're measuring us, and we'd love to see the results of that measurement so that we can understand together how to drive better results. There's definitely more that we can be doing to have more harmonious measurement between buyers and sellers. And we're excited for that future.
That's amazing. And congratulations on having such a stellar year.
Thank you.
What resources are available to help publishers like a Business Insider get the hang of advanced tech and measurement within the digital ecosystem, especially since you had mentioned measurement?
Yeah, there is a lot of tech out there. Oftentimes it can be overwhelming with the choice. But for all of our partners that we work with, any partner we work with really needs to add value and make a difference to our business. It is difficult to choose vendors. It's a very competitive and crowded space. And we are cost conscious and we do need to be mindful of how we're spending our money. Our platform partners need to show real ROI and clear reporting that is actionable. Some of the advanced tech that we're looking at specifically has been around identity solutions this year. We've been moving in that direction, but the results aren't quite clear to us yet. And so we're still looking to see the results of having all these identity solutions in place. For Business Insider, we look at our business from hundreds of angles, and we need to know that the systems connect and help us report on our business more holistically. And at the end of the day, we want to serve our audiences with content that delights them, that benefits them, and that benefits our advertisers, and really helps the digital ecosystem for the long term.
You touch up on some really important topics. Transparency and trust and measurement is obviously extremely important for both being a publisher as well as the advertisers that you work with so closely. As a publisher, what advanced tech and measurement really helps you stay transparent to your audience that can help you drive improved revenue?
At Business Insider, we have multiple revenue streams. We've had an ad business for many years, and recently we've been ramping up on our subscriber business. We have invested in tech infrastructure and analytics capabilities to help us better understand our users and their user preferences. And we really need our users to value our journalism so that they want to become subscribers. And equally important, our ad canvas also needs to complement the editorial. So we are building more impactful ads that look beautiful alongside our editorial content. And we are investing in our first party audience. And not just because of cookie erosion, but because it gives us greater control of our targeting solutions. Any platform we work with needs to demonstrate value and provide greater clarity that ultimately helps us steer our business more holistically. We want all of our revenue streams to grow, and we need all of these systems and platforms to speak to each other. Our subs business and our ads business they're mutually reinforcing, as our premium advertisers are really interested in these loyal subscribers who have a higher propensity to pay for goods and services. So all the technology is really important for giving us a holistic view of our business.
Do you find that verification and validation are important? And when you're, selecting tools or working with various tools in the market, how to use these tools to drive measurement and safety, both for those, free viewers and your paid subscribers, as well as obviously your advertisers that you're working so closely with?
We do use a few verification tools for viewability and for brand safety together on the audience side with our CMS to tell us where our users are coming from and how they are spending their time on BI. It does get complicated when we work with our advertisers who are using different verification technologies. And that can be a challenge. And I think something that we have to work on together. The data doesn't always match up between the buyer and the seller. And sometimes publishers, we find ourselves at Business Insider being the victim of this overblocking around brand safety. So greater transparency up front would really help with measurement and help us avoid over-optimizing or optimizing in the dark, which can be really costly for publishers. I definitely would love to see more transparency around measurement so that we can be more efficient with how we deliver our ad experience and use our resources, and ultimately to drive better results for the business and also for our advertisers. And I'm excited for these tools that will really help to harmonize measurement between buyers and sellers.
How do you safeguard your inventory to make sure that these ads that you're serving are optimized and you're able to get the most, premium rates you can, right? As any business, you're trying to drive value for the inventory you have. You're trying to retain your users. What are you doing at Business Insider to help drive those premium rates and also deliver some top quality content?
We use a wide range of partners, especially around our programmatic demand, and holistic reporting is critical. So we do use some platforms that help us bring all that reporting together in one place. And we do need this reporting to be connected so that we can understand how each platform or demand partner, what value they bring and helps us to optimize better. Also, with this holistic reporting, it allows us to troubleshoot issues with the site, issues with a partner. We're looking at tons of metrics. We measure several different data points. And so it's really important that all this data be joined up for this holistic view. As I said, it helps us, understand trends with our business and how to move quickly. And earlier this year, we did invest in a data warehousing or I'd say advanced data warehousing capabilities this year to give us that holistic view. And we really couldn't run our business without this monitoring and alert system.
With the monitoring and alert system and knowing that you have the data warehouse, it's an election year. And as you know better than anybody, the news cycle is nonstop. It's going and going and going. Things are changing every hour. It's what you do for a living. And we respect it tremendously. What easy to understand information do you provide to show how your solution can actually help advertisers?
Yeah, we rebranded to Business Insider earlier this year. And with that, we've doubled down on our core strength in journalism around business, technology, and innovation. And this approach really resonates with our readers and our advertisers. And we are working with brands to show them that news can be a safe and effective environment for brands. We touched on brand safety and suitability earlier. News absolutely can be a safe place for advertisers. And in fact, we recently worked with Stagwell and other leading news publishers in the spring this year and we worked on an extensive piece of research called The Future of News. And we used real sites, real ads, and we had over 50,000 respondents. And we were able to test the impact of ads adjacent to news of varying topics. So we had some topics on crime or Trump or Biden. And then we had lighter subjects in entertainment and sports. And the results showed us that ads performed well in all news environments, regardless of the topic. And so that's really encouraging for us and for our news providers. Generally, news is under-monetized, and we need the help of our platform partners in the greater industry to help us combat this prejudice against news.
Jeannie, this was awesome. This brings us to the conclusion of episode 2 of our transparency series brought to you by Double Verify. Thank you, Jeannie, and thank you, BI, for being on this episode.
Thank you for having us.